Ah, children of today, they see everything, they hear everything, and they talk without fear or shame, just pure vibes. Parents, better hold your chair and listen well, because what Kofi and Amma did will make you laugh, shout, and maybe even sleep with your bedroom keys safely under your pillow. In a small village, there was a crooked little house with a rusty roof and squeaky doors. Inside lived Kofi, a sharp-eyed boy of 10 who always asked too many questions, and his little sister Amma, who copied everything he did. One sunny morning, while Mama Ajua was folding clothes, Kofi marched into the room with his hands behind his back like a judge. He asked her straight, "Why do you and Papa make strange noises in your room at night?" Mama Ajua froze. A wrapper slipped from her hand. She tried to explain, but Kofi pressed harder, saying he heard her shout, "Don't stop!" Even though Papa was already in the room. Mama's eyes rolled like a gecko spotting danger. She coughed, mumbled something about welcoming Papa home, and quickly sent Kofi away. But Kofi never forgot. Later, he whispered it to Amma, who gasped in surprise. From that day, the children became detectives. At school, Kofi even asked his friends. They laughed and told him, "If you want to know the truth, spy through the curtain next time." That evening, Mama Ajoa and Papa Kwame sat in the corner whispering. "This boy is too sharp," Papa said. "If we're not careful, he will turn our house into a comedy show for the whole village." As they worried, a sudden knock came at the door. It wasn't a pastor this time. It was Uncle Kojo, the loud neighbor. He always entered without permission, carrying gossip like a radio with no off button. "Hey, Ajo Akwame!" Uncle Kojo shouted, dropping into a chair. "Every night, I hear your bed making boom boom like a talking drum. Do you people wrestle at midnight, or are you killing mosquitoes?" Mama Ajua nearly fainted. Papa Kwame's face tightened like a drum. Kofi and Amma burst into laughter. "See, Mama, even Uncle hears it," they shouted. Uncle Kojo shook his head, wagging a finger. "If you don't explain, I will tell the whole village that Kwame is training for Olympics wrestling at night." Papa and Mama exchanged glances, embarrassed, and quickly chased Uncle Kojo out before he could say more. But by then, the children's curiosity had doubled. That same night, Kofi crept behind the curtain. He wanted proof. But instead of laughter or strange shouts, he only heard Papa snoring loudly. "Hmm," Kofi muttered. Maybe they stopped because Uncle complained. But the next week, the boom boom returned. Kofi peeked again, eyes wide, and ran to Amma. "They are wrestling again, or dancing. The bed is jumping like a goat." Amma giggled. "Let's try it tomorrow night." The next day, the children launched Operation Don't Stop. They jumped on the bed, screamed, and knocked over a bucket of water. When they tried to copy the noises, they nearly broke the bed. At school, Kofi proudly announced during show and tell, "Now I know what causes the noise." Papa jumps like a karate man, and Mama shouts like she's watching football. The class exploded with laughter. That evening, Papa called a family meeting. "What you saw is not a game. It is something for married people only. When you are older, you will understand." Kofi frowned. "But why do you do it every night?" "It looks like war." Mama shook her head gently. "It is love, not war. A private exercise, not for children." Kofi finally nodded. The next morning, he stood outside with his hands on his hips like an elder and said, "I think I'll stop investigating. Because last night, Papa said, 'We're landing now,' and Mama said, 'Touchdown.' I don't want to know which airport they were flying to." Moral lessons. 1. Children see more than adults think. Be careful what you show. 2. Privacy is protection. Lock your door. 3. There is a time for everything. Even sweet soup burns the tongue if tasted too early.